Got China versus GLA to kick things off. We've got Reznov down in the south. The GLA vanilla in the cyan color. Up in the north, we have ExCaL with the China vanilla in the purple color. Now, something here to get Reznov's confidence going could be this imbalanced matchup with GLA vanilla. You have to favor that army. But on this map, I don't think China vanilla has got that bad chances. I think actually China vanilla is actually very good, because you can get the sneaky flamers all the way around the sides. It's rare there's going to be a tunnel here, for example, to stop it. Might have a tunnel here, but yeah, on this right-hand side, you certainly can get a flamer in. We've seen challenges before. I think even ExCaL lost a challenge against Google when a flamer went all around the map and got in his base. So yeah, open maps like this tend to be pretty okay for China. And ExCaL loves a truck rush. So he's gone for a forward supply, truck rush into one war factory. Looks like he's going over here for the third supply very, very quick. And the truck rush is coming. Is it going straight to the second? It is. And Reznov, with his experience, he's sending a terrorist over there. He is microing everything. I'm paying attention. Ooh, what's he doing? Oh, I thought he just force fired his worker. He's actually guard moded over here. So yeah, he's guard moded. It looks like a map hack because he wouldn't be able to see under here at the moment. But he's actually guard moded. I really thought that he'd force fired his worker. It was crazy. Okay, first technical is out. Going to be loaded with RPGs. First technical making its way across the map. So far, you have to say it's 1-0, really, in terms of units killed for Reznov, because he did stop that truck rush. It didn't achieve anything. There is a dozer over here. It's going to get intercepted by this tunnel if it goes any closer. Tech RPG around the back. A flamer here runs into a technical. Technical very close to death. Tunnel goes up here on the right-hand side. And Reznov sending in his technical. Really wants to get the kill here. Needs to be careful of the mines, because there are mines. This flamer on the right-hand side continues the push, and that's what I'm talking about. If that flamer goes here and here, that could just be over based on that. But Reznov seems to be paying attention. He's not only microing this technical over here, but then also sending a quad over here, so he knows this is coming. He's had a worker there, he's seen it. But then ExCaL soon is going to have to deal with this, but he does have a bunker in play. That technical's gone back inside the tunnel for now. Someone in the chat says a prediction. I think it's going to be like 7-1 for ExCaL. Yeah, if I was to make a prediction, I think it's going to be something like that. I think Reznov's had a good run so far, but I just doubt whether he can keep it up. That's just my feeling. Just based on my games yesterday, but I might be completely wrong. It's just my prediction, something like that. Maybe 7-2. But yeah, it could depend on the armies, to be honest, because you get a load of imbalanced armies, it could end up being a very, very close set and goes to the decider. So yeah, with this big push over here on the right-hand side, Reznov is looking to take the lead, really. This is going to go down for sure. He gets a Vet 2 quad, which is important, because when he comes to fight these Gats in a second, that Vet 2 quad is really going to deal some damage. It can probably take on like 1.5 Gats by itself. Doesn't want to protect it, though, because there's 4 Gats coming in. And Reznov is just backing off, and I think ExCaL is in quite a bit of trouble here. Doesn't have chain guns, doesn't have a second war factory. Technical there with some harassment. And Reznov is looking fully on point. This flamer here is going to get intercepted. ExCaL not paying attention to that flamer. Reznov does need to get some more workers there. This tunnel here is probably going to get the cancel. He's probably going to lose the $800. Still making quads. I would not mind, you know, if he made 1 or 2 Scorpions in there, because they will be able to tank the damage against these Gats, because Gats are actually pretty good against quads, especially if they get the chain guns later on. But yeah, he's losing quads, losing units here. Ooh, it's going to be losses on both sides, but I think ExCaL is just going to win it. Only just. Ooh. Oh, he saves that one as well. Okay, it's an important fight. Flamers over here are going to deny this tunnel. There's a flamer over here. So at the moment, it does look like ExCaL is holding strong, actually. Palace now going up, and second arms dealer. Only 3 workers on his main. 5 workers here. Technical over here engaging the flamers, but he's going to lose that. And ExCaL sending a flamer and these Gats over to this tunnel. But there is another one. But how many more units are out? Is Reznov here trying to do too much at the same time? But in terms of money, he spent 2.5k on that, 2.5k on that, and he's not collecting on as many workers as he should be. So is he going to have enough units out to deal with, like, just this flamer, for example? Should pop and fight that, really, but he's just not doing. So he's going to lose a load of HP on this tunnel bit. Is it just because he's paying attention elsewhere? He's sending single quads out to intercept flamers. ExCaL is on a prop, or very soon to be on a prop. Flame is going to take out this tunnel. Yeah, I really think Reznov should have fought harder to maintain that position. That was a strong position. He didn't even choose to fight it at all. You had like even 2 Scorps, it probably would have held that off. But he just seems fixated on making quads at the moment. He's making a few more workers there now. He's got 5. Quite a lot of flamers out. This worker over here, there's a Gatling cannon going up. ExCal's on a Lotus already, so he's going to be looking to capture one of these oils. Well, eventually both. Yeah, Reznov looking in a bad way at the moment. He's definitely on the back foot now against China Vanilla. It's not a position you want to be in as the GLA. He is going to be on a palace, but what is he going to make with that? ExCaL looks like he's going to go for air units. Looks like he's going to go for... Ooh, I wonder if that's going to get up. That could be very nice, but again, he could just be killed by one flamer. Which Reznov hasn't been defending his tunnels all that well. Sergey in the chat says which GLA is he? He's just a regular GLA Vanilla. Okay, it's a nice little pick off there. Picks off one flamer, might even pick off another one. I do like how he's got at least one Scorpion in here now, but still needs to be careful because there is a lot of GATs and ECMs and flamers and now Infernos, something that ExCaL does like. And ExCaL has both oils over here. Yeah, I'd say Reznov definitely behind at the moment with the stronger army. If there's a mismatch, it's not 50-50. I mean, unless there's a Jarman on a bike, then it'll be 50-50. Yeah, here they are both the vanilla factions. Yeah, pretty scary army there for ExCaL. Very scary indeed. And you would imagine if ExCaL is able to win this, you probably think he will be able to convert the other game. The reverse, I mean. Reznov's pushing in from this right side and wants to kill these oils. Flushes out that building. Very, very nice. But now he can't really take any decent fights because of these Infernos. As soon as you start engaging with them quads, even if you've got AP ammo or whatever, them Infernos just wreck you so hard. But Reznov does have a battle bus over here on this left-hand side. There are MiGs out. No napalm just yet. But ExCal's close to level 3, and if he kills just those 2 tunnels there, which I'm pretty sure he's going to do, then yeah, he's going to get level 3. Battle bus just survives. But Reznov's sending all of his units in, like, not really in a decent bunch. He still took out that GAT somehow. Battle bus still running around. Is he going to be able to pick off the Infernos here? Ooh, picks off 1 Inferno, but there's still 4 remaining. And now he's gone for buggies as well. ExCaL is losing this left-hand side supply, though. 1 ECM, 2 ECMs on this left side. There is a CC here, but don't really know if these quads can even deal with like the ECM in that bunker. Never mind anything else. ExCaL continues to clear this right-hand side, and those tunnels there have all been cleared now. MiG's coming in and does have the napalm, and both of those quads go down. This one will be picked off too. ExCaL is over level 3. He's almost level 4 actually. Infernos continue the push over here. This is looking super good for ExCaL. I can't really see a way he's going to lose this. Carpet. It's coming in onto Reznov's base as well. Is that going to be on the palace? He does know where the palace is. I think he sent a flamer there before, so yeah, he's made sure that the carpet is going to hit, and then he's going to launch the artillery at it. If Reznov starts repairing that, though, he might be able to save it. 'Cause, is it a level 2 artillery? I think it's a level 2. Cash hack came in there on Reznov as well, so ExCaL stealing cash. Probably level 1 cash hack, it seemed like. Palace has gone down. There is a lag now. Ooh, one player has disconnected, and that is Staz, I think. Staz has made the ping go up to 64 now. MiG's moving in, and that battle bus is going to go down with the napalm. Yeah, the ping's gone absolutely crazy now. I think Staz is having issues. It's going down now, so hopefully getting better. But yeah, ExCaL's army is huge. Does not have a chain gun yet. Would like him to get chain gun. I think when you got that many gats, definitely makes sense. Yeah, it's decreasing now to 24. Okay, plenty of Infernos out. Staz is saying, okay, is he going to leave now? I just think 25 ping, I wouldn't like to be playing in that myself. Is he going to quit here? Let's see. No. Yeah, he has left. Yeah, and instantly the ping there has gone down. So yeah, I think Staz having issues. 17 now, 13 now, yeah, as soon as he left. I don't think it's changed much here, though. There is a black market out. He's got a few battle buses here and there. He's probably got a tunnel full of stuff. But does it really matter against this massive army here? That is ExCaL's. He pops a few quads. Has he just been stuck making quads for too long? Should there have been Scorpions on much earlier, maybe? Inferno's clearing out these tunnels. ExCaL is over level 4 now. We saw that before because he got the extra point for the cash hack. Flamer on this tunnel, and that is going to go down. CC thought about building it, but he's cancelled it because he realized this Flamer is here. Yeah, it seems very laggy. 64 ping now. And Reznov is actually counting now. The fact that it's gone up so high like that makes me think that could be yet another cyber attack, because I've never seen that happen. Like, go up that fast from 0 to 64 like that. So quick. And Reznov as well. But yeah, I really hope it's not these consistent cyber attacks that keep happening. But either way, ExCaL continues the push. Continues to use these Infernos. Was an absolute devastation, and Reznov is just getting pushed back and back and back. ExCaL now has the chain guns upgrade. He's still got, obviously, got napalm. He's got a full airfield of MiGs. That's still mining. The interesting thing is here, because these crates here are actually worth so much, because you start with like 5k on each thing. It's actually 30k there in total, so that's why it lasts such a long time. So yeah, it looks pretty decent position. I can't really see any way. That ExCaL is going to be able to lose this one. He's also very good at expanding. As soon as he's cleared an area, he will drop down a supply straight away. He's dropping down propaganda towers to reinforce his army as well. And yeah, I think it looks like both players are counting now. Yeah, well, I mean, I've counted down there. I don't know. But yeah, ExCaL down in the south with the purple GLA vanilla. This is the reverse of the previous game. We've got Reznov in the north with the China vanilla in the cyan color. So yeah, it was 1-0 because someone asked in the chat, why is it 1-0? Well, ExCaL won the previous game. And I know we missed like the last 10 seconds of it, but it was already... you can see it was already GG. Those purple all over the map. ExCaL had won it with the Infernos. So yeah, we are at 1-0. And now we're back on Vendetta with the reverse. If you missed the first game, you need to click back on the previous stream. But yeah, we got cyber attacked, the DDoS attack 100%. So yeah, from tomorrow we will use a VPN. Always use protection, as I always say. We've got a truck rush here from Reznov, straight down the middle. And heading towards this left-hand side. Not going to get in. ExCaL does always send his terrorists into position, but this truck is still trying. Is it able to get in? It is requiring micro time here from ExCaL, chasing this truck. And he's now got a technical on the case as well. This terrorist a little bit out of position. It could get some workers if ExCal's not sending that terrorist straight over there, which is not. He's still going to lose some workers here. Ooh, yeah, at least a few, I think. Loses one worker for one truck. I still think that's a worthwhile trade there for ExCaL. Happy to lose one worker, but it has delayed him though. But he did give him some scrap there and some veterancy on that technical. Terrorist there from ExCaL, but does miss the spot. Tech RPG here is going to get the hunt on one of the dozers. ExCaL does like to kill the dozers, as I'm sure you are more than aware. It's going to be a super tech. Oh, Reznov is in there with the scrap denial, but I think he did lose the $500 there on the barracks. ExCal's also applying pressure over here on this left-hand side, and Reznov is falling apart. This is when you GLA, you're strong early on like this with the super techs, with the tech RPG, with the fast aggressive tunnels, stuff like that. That's exactly what I think GLA should be doing against China, not let him kind of get to that mid-game stage or even late game when you've got loads of Infernos and stuff. So already here, yeah, Reznov is feeling some pain. He is getting a prop, but no extra bunkers or anything. He's got a flamer straight down the middle, and that could get to the war factory, actually. It has lost a little bit of HP, though, and ExCaL is already on the case, actually. He is checking his base. He's got another quad here as well. He's oh, there's a flame wall on Reznov's own stuff. Kills one gap. And that supply has fallen as well. ExCal's got another tunnel going up here on the right-hand side, and a tunnel over here on the left. Tunnel now in the middle, just to provide some protection for those sneaky flamers coming. Well, I say sneaky, it went straight down the middle of the map, but ExCaL didn't have any tunnels there. Tunnel on this right-hand side is going to be pressure applied to this side now. That supply over here has been remade. Ahmed in the chat says, did you lose connection on your PC or just the VPN? I'm not running a VPN right now, but I lost connection to my entire house. It's never happened before at this address, so it's 100%. It's 100% a cyber attack. So it's a DDoS attack where they flood your PC with pings so much that it can't handle everything and eventually disconnects you from the internet. That's what it is. So ExCaL continues to apply the pressure. Lotus here has captured one oil there for Reznov, but does it really make that much of a difference? Because Reznov has lost this supply, now rebuilding it, only has very few units out, is barely holding on over here with the flame walls. And GG there already from Reznov. So GG, ExCaL takes the win there, 2-0. I think ExCaL probably pretty confident on that map because he picked it as his first map. Of course, he was on top of the bracket, so he gets the choice. Whereas now Reznov will get the choice. Okay, so we got ExCaL up in the top right with GLA Vanilla in the purple color. Down at the bottom left, we've got Reznov with the Cyan USA Air Force. If there's a matchup to try and get yourself on the scoreboard, I think probably this one, and it is his map pick now, so you would imagine he's going to be pretty strong. He's going for a forward dozer there, and there's going to be a worker to crush. Will it get past him when it gets to this tower, though? That is the question. He's done a 3 dozer build order. That, to me, screams that it will be a Comanche build order, because this is a... Oh, he's messed this up, though. You see, Reznov, is he just a bit nervous or something, or... I don't think it's going to affect him that much, but it will affect, like, Comanche coming out 2 or 3 seconds later, maybe a little bit longer, 5 seconds, something like that. Does get the crush here, and he is going for airfields. This is a common Comanche build. I actually stole this build order a while ago off Google. Google was the first person I saw doing this, but it does seem a pretty common thing nowadays. So yeah, you get the crush there. I think maybe that dozer should have gone in, but there is a terrorist there, so maybe he's just looking for a worker over here. Of course, we can see the whole map. We know there's no workers over here. There is a worker over here, and ExCaL at the moment does not have much map control. Is he anticipating Comanches? I think he could be. His first unit still will be a technical, because he's got his RPGs, he's got his worker and his couple of terrorists. He'll probably at least want to hit the power plant. You see that airfield now, how much slower that completed than this one, so you'll see a unit from here before this one. Yeah, someone in the chat said the stream bot's not active. It is now. So if you run it from now, it should be fine. I had to restart my PC and router to get a new IP address. So then, yeah, if you get a new IP address, then even if they've got your original one from before, it doesn't make any difference. This technical's going to get in. Is going to hit the power. That is going to slow him down, but there are already Comanches. Oh, there's a stinger ready. There's already Comanches on the worker lines, but he'd already built a stinger, so he kind of knew this was coming. I mean, from experience, you'd imagine ExCaL's got loads of experience, which we know he has. Then, yeah, he saw what build order it was and preemptively dropped down that stinger, so yeah, I like it. ExCaL is still in a pretty good position, I think. He has got hold of this area now, and if you put a couple of quads here, you won't be able to collect here. But once these Comanches start getting out in numbers, though, the one technical does get stopped there. The RPGs inside of it look like they might go down, but the quads are now moving in for ExCaL. ExCaL's base is relatively safe because of those stingers. He's dropping down even more now. He's repairing his Comanches. That one there particularly does need repairing. But if you win one good fight against these quads, I think it can be pretty good. So ExCaL is focused on killing this airfield right now. He's bringing his Chinooks in, Reznov is, and he's taking the fight. ExCaL will need to focus down the Comanches, and he is doing. That Chinook does go down eventually, though. And ExCaL is creeping forward now with a tunnel and the stinger. So these Comanches are going to have a real hard time. Are the Comanches just going to go straight for the base? They could go in like here and try and take out the arms dealer. They are moving across the map. And focusing down the arms dealer, but these stingers are doing some decent hits. I think a lot of Comanches are going to go down very, very soon. Every time they're shooting, these stingers are hitting them. These stingers are so well placed. And Reznov's base is getting absolutely wrecked. GG there from Reznov. GG from ExCaL. 3-0 lead. And I think ExCaL will be pretty confident in getting the win in the reverse with Air against GLA. I think Air is the stronger army there. So, yeah, 3-0. It's going to be hard for Reznov to come back from this. ExCaL's almost halfway. Okay, so welcome to game number 4. We got Reznov on the top right with the Cyan GLA Vanilla. Down in the bottom left, we have ExCaL with the purple USA Air Force. So yeah, 3-0 lead. Very, very good for ExCaL at the moment. Looks like he's going for a more normal-ish build order, which will probably be these. Will he do like a War Factory airfield? Sometimes I've seen him do that, or will he just go for War Factory Barracks, as would probably most people. Reznov is also sending a worker straight down the middle, just like ExCaL did before. And it's common position, actually, to drop down a tunnel here, but will it actually get up? Or will ExCaL find it? We can't actually see his vision, like, live during the replay. He's dropping down the War Factory. It's probably going to be into a later barracks. Sort of second Chinook up very quick and collecting off the different crates. He's sending a dozer. Well, it technically is a worker, but sending a dozer over here. Try and get the crush on this worker, but this tunnel here will go up. But is that a bit of bad positioning, though? Because that tower there cannot fire anywhere here. So when V's come in later to clear it, they could just attack from this side here and probably kill that tunnel. Sometimes it's better to do it a little bit further back, but I don't know, maybe Reznov knows something we don't. War Factory Barracks is preparing a TNT, and a V has been picked up by the Chinook. Okay, TNT in the main base of ExCaL does hit the power plant, almost does hit the power plant. There is a dozer over here for ExCaL. Sometimes seen players do this where they literally waypoint it all the way around the map, and if it gets in, it gets in, and if it doesn't, at least it provides some distraction. But you probably will give some scrap to a technical unless you're on point with the scrap deny. But Reznov at the moment has not seen it, I don't think. He's focusing here on the Vs, but the dozer's going to come in from the other side. And the workers are really being harassed. They're not being allowed to collect like they need to. Ooh! Did any workers go down there? I don't think so. But Reznov is being delayed. Another tunnel going up here. ExCaL does have 3 Vs out. CC is repairing a little bit. War Factory Barracks, no fire bases, no airfield or anything like that just yet. We've got to work it down here. And Reznov now has kind of stabilized after that initial pressure. ExCaL, I'm not sure how full these Vs are, if they are full at all. He's going for the dozer here, but the CC is already in play. Chinooks are being brought back now in case of that super tech. You can actually block the super tech rockets with the point defense lasers of the Chinooks. Okay, so ExCaL is being harassed. He does have plenty of Vs out, though, and I don't think he's lost even one V, has he? Apart from maybe the one that was back there, the one that was literally suicided to kill workers. So yeah, ExCaL has a decent amount of Vs out at the moment. There are a few more tunnels now, so you would imagine that bunker probably will provide more protection now against at least that one. First quad is out here for Reznov, and another quad over here. Reznov has not expanded into a third. And he's just literally trying to keep the pressure on at the moment, but ExCaL is defending everything. If we look at the XP, actually, Reznov has actually killed more because he killed that power plant. We've got a combat Chinook now up for ExCaL. He's going to try to intercept this technical. This one might actually get in, but the super tech... Is it the super tech? Yeah, it is the super tech. It's a tech RPG, actually, but the combat Chinook has taken out the technical. Now the Vs, you would imagine, will be able to clear this up. So those RPGs are in a bad way. But there is another attack here from Reznov. He's keeping up the pressure. TNT being prepared in the base. TNT does get in. Only kills the power again, though. Oh, kills the supply as well. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. And I don't think ExCaL has a dozer handy to rebuild that supply. But he does have a crazy amount of Vs and a combat Chinook. Another tunnel being dropped down here, but I'm not convinced, you know, that enough damage has been caused to ExCaL. This is helping things. Another TNT, and ExCaL is actually caught with only 2k now. So you will need to spend that money on an extra supply. Yeah, he needs it. Reznov is now on a third. And the quad cannons here applying pressure, and that combat Chinook is pretty low. It's just that the problem is this scary amount of Vs. How is Reznov going to deal with that? There's a load of Rangers here. They could kill that worker from making the supply, but it looks like the supply will finish. ExCaL doesn't have the capture upgrade. Quads pop here, and that is a wasted combat Chinook there. I don't think he realized how many quads were going to pop from there, but it was 4, and that has gone down. Has Reznov seen this, though? Because if he gets the capture upgrade and gets those, he's in a really decent position. ExCaL pulls all of his Chinooks now, wants to engage this, wants to stop this wraparound that's going on his base. He's got control of these buildings. And that tower going down, yeah, kills the Stinger past the hole as well. That tower is like the strongest attacking thing in the whole of Zero. Instant kill. Never TNT. Ooh, is he going to get the double again? Don't tell me. He gets the dozer and the supply. ExCaL can't make supplies now. Oh my god. But he doesn't have the capture upgrade. He needs to upgrade the capture upgrade. Reznov is really keeping up the pressure. You're seeing Reznov in full force here, I think. But it's just this, the sheer amount of Vs is just still crazy, crazy high. And I think all of these quads here will go down. I think ExCaL, even without supplies now, does he need anything else apart from these Vs? Can he still win with that group of Vs? I would say probably, yeah. He's upgraded the capture upgrade because he just seems to spend 1,000. So he has got it already, actually, so he can get the oils and get himself back into the game. Technical coming in again from Reznov. There is a dozer been remade, but a massive mistake from Reznov here is letting them Rangers past and get the oils for free. That's basically what they're doing. Unit has gone down there. V is going to kill a load of workers. ExCaL does have all the oils, so I say all, there's 2. Kills a power. So Reznov can see that ExCal's not in the best of shape here. He's killing the buildings, but he's just not checked the oils whatsoever. It's a bit of an oversight, and it's kind of an easy mistake to make when you're keeping up all the pressure. Why is Reznov building another barracks? Yeah, you're keeping up all this pressure. That's all well and good, but what is your answer for these Vs and what is your answer for the oils? Spectre gunship now making its way across the map. Might get the cancel on the palace here. Reznov pops all of his stuff. Palace does get cancelled by Reznov. Doesn't lose the money for it. And the Spectre gets shot down, but leaves all the workers dead. And the supply really, really damaged. A10. Oh, baby. That might be A10 of the World Series. Absolutely insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quads, I think that got. Really, really insane A10. There's loads of Chinooks here for ExCaL. He can collect from all of these crates and this supply. ExCal's getting more and more veterancy on these Vs. And yeah, that's the problem. It's all right doing all of this damage, but when you just leave the Vs untouched, then yeah, these kind of things happen. He is going into a palace. He has not sorted out this V, but still one worker collecting somehow. Technical now coming in again from Reznov. I think this is going to be another TNT. Reznov is actually going for the oils himself, but he's going to have a nasty surprise when he finds 4 Rangers and an artillery platform already captured. Yeah, it's looking very, very good for ExCaL, I think. Like, Reznov will be lucky if that tunnel gets up and if he retakes this. He's sending a technical here. It's Tech RPG. Kills that V. A little bit late, though. That supply there has been sold, but ExCal's also mined out here. Workers get cleared up. Another 3 technicals coming in here. This might make Reznov realize that the oils have been captured. I think he's already probably found out, actually, because he did already cure a rebel over there, and I think it's been killed. So yeah, Reznov now picking off the Vs. This is what he's needed to do for a while. Buggy's now out. I just don't know if he's got enough cash to keep up with the Multiple supplies. Strat going up. Oil's already in play. Like, how is Reznov going to come back from that with GLA vanilla? He's dropping down a market. Tentacles do move in here. Reznov has beacon the search and destroy, because when you place search and destroy, you press space and it jumps to it automatically. Reznov wants to kill this oil and probably then get out of there. We've got A10, sorry, not A10, we've got Spectre gunship. What looks to be this third supply. This third supply has been hit quite hard lately, because that V was there for ages, killing all the workers, and now a Spectre's going to come in and wipe the thing out altogether. ExCaL's on 8k, he's got an amazing amount of Vs, no tow upgrade at all. So Reznov has a bunch of Vs out, one market, one supply. This one's being killed. ExCaL's on like as many supplies as he wants. He's technically on 2, but he's got so many Chinooks collecting from these different crates. That oil's obviously died. This one's died as well. But is ExCaL in any real danger whatsoever? He's dropping down some drop zones. You might be a little bit reluctant to attack with MVs in case there's quite a few buggies out, which we know there's like 4. But the longer you wait, the reason Reznov has been so aggressive against the Air Force is because this is where Air Force really shines. He's level 4. He's got the Spectre. He's got the A10. He's got the Carpet Bomb. All this kind of stuff. Whilst the GLA, what can its support powers do? But the Bounty and the Rebel Ambush is probably the best things you've got. But then they're not just one-click kills like the A10 is. And all that kind of stuff. 2 buggies there go down. Nice A10 again. Raptor's now coming in for ExCaL, and he takes out both of those buggies very, very nicely. Still flying his Raptors over. And this tower's not able to do anything. Another tower is going to fall. How many trees will it kill on the way down? So the trees survive. But the GLA Stinger earlier went down instantly. Raptors now moving in. Are they still got some rockets left? They can hit this market. So yeah, that market going down there is quite a big problem. ExCaL's working his way towards level 5, but still quite a way to go, like 1800 XP. ExCaL's dropping down more drop zones. ExCaL's in no rush here. I mean, you could just rush in and kill him or whatever, but GG from Reznov, GG from ExCaL, and that's 4-0. See, my prediction at the start of this was what? 7-1, I think I said. Thought Reznov might be able to win the GLA against China, at least in the beginning. But I think ExCaL's confidence is probably very high at the moment. His activity lately is good. And Reznov, although he looked pretty good there at times with the aggression and stuff, like I said, he wasn't killing the Vs, and that V army is the killer. Okay, so we got ExCaL with the China tank up in the north of Planet Koyan with the purple China tank. Down in the south, we've got yellow for Reznov. He is with the GLA demolition. And yeah, as I said, this is Planet Koyan, so welcome to the map with the giant cow, or ox, or bull, or whatever you want to call it. It's actually got 2. It's been cloned. And even after it's died, you know, it still makes the mooing noise, which is interesting. The spirit does live on. So you've got an oil over here, and oil here on this map if you've not seen it many times before. We've got Reznov sending some terrorists forward. ExCaL is going for a forward supply and sending a truck to kill some stuff. Now, Reznov has got this on guard mode, but has he seen this truck rush that's coming straight down the middle here? He's going to kill his workers. Straight away, that's a bad start there for Reznov. What's he doing with these terrorists at the moment? Is he just focused on killing that war factory, not interested in killing the truck? Well, that's the way he's sending things, but... I don't know if it's going to go in front of the war factory, if it's going to hit that truck or not. Reznov has built a demo trap, but has ExCaL seen that I don't know if he has, you know, he's still heading there. Is he going to TNT? Yes, he is. Kills the worker as well, though. Worker goes flying further than the truck. There is a TNT here. Force fires the ground, kills nothing. I don't think he's killed nothing there at all, actually. The truck rush over here. There's a demo trap.
THX for the great CNC coverage.
Yo, my man, thank you very much for the donation. Doc KD, I think. Much appreciated. The £4 at 29. ExCaL has beaconed a demo trap here, so he knows that's there. That's annoying for Reznov. I think ExCaL is just playing on another level today, and Reznov, it's not quite good enough. ExCal's now bringing in a GAT here. These workers have got nowhere to go. He thinks about putting them inside the technical, but then decides just to bail on them all. And all of them workers there are going to go down. And Reznov at the moment does not have much cash. I think ExCaL might know there's a demo trap here. Doesn't know, and that does go down. Ooh. So demo trap has been set off by the truck, but now there's a GAT chilling here. And straight away now, you got ExCaL on 2 supplies. He's gone for an airfield behind this. And he's got Gatlix out already. Quads are already out. Tech RPG pops his RPGs, and that Gatlix is going to go down. That's an expensive loss there for ExCaL. The first major win there for Reznov of this game. But Reznov has still got a major problem because he's not collecting on 1 supply absolutely at all. So is Reznov going to go over there and handle it? Oh, what an amazing flame wall there. And all of these workers are going to have to bail on that supply. So Reznov is going to be on no money. Tech RPG here is going to hit the trucks, but the trucks are being pulled. Yeah, that flame is still causing problems. Remember, these quads are expensive for demo, 750 each. A flamer here. Is killing the tunnel. Technical returns back to base. That flamer has gone down. This GAT, oh my. That is bad news for Reznov. I think just based on that one engagement there, it's still holding its own. And repairing. You probably have to say based on that ExCaL has won this game. He's already making a third. He's already got a third. And now he's going for oils behind it. The only decent win there really for Reznov was taking down that Gatlix. Every other battle really has been in favor of ExCaL. That is for sure. ExCal's beaking these demo traps again, and there's another flame wall up here now. Technical's still roaming around. I think that technical's going to go down, yeah, and all the RPGs is looking really, really awful for Reznov. I think, yeah, even ever since I said it, he's still lost every single engagement. ExCal's just playing 2 on point, and his tank there is too strong. So GG, well played, 5-0. We are looking at a 7-0 scoreline. I think a major part here is comes back to the activity. So like I said, ExCaL just finished that set with Fargo. He played against Size last night. And although he lost last night, Size beat him 7-3. It's still activity. You've still played 10 games against a really, really top player. So yeah, it's all about activity. In my opinion, that's making a major part here. I think Reznov, yeah, in that game, was it a little bit unimpressive compared to what we've seen from him before? I reckon ExCaL might send a like a really random aggressive worker somewhere really early, like we saw in previous games. He's actually going for his famous very fast supply, so he's going to be going for probably a dozer hunt here. This will be a really fast TNT, and then a dozer hunt and a demo bike. I think that's what he's going to go for. He's invented it himself, and it's really, really amazing, to be honest. Yeah, you'll see this in full force now. So we've got ExCaL down in the south with the GL Demolition in the purple. Up in the north, we've got Reznov with the pink China tank. So yeah, if you are going for this middle build and you've got one war factory there, so what his fast TNT will be able to do is TNT that war factory before the mines get up. So by about 1 minute 30, that technical will already be across the map. It will already have TNT'd that. And then you'll bring 2 RPGs with it as well. The 2 RPGs will hunt 1 dozer at least. If you're lucky, you'll get the second one. But if you don't get the second one, he'll make a demo bike and just chase after that dozer. So what Reznov better do is actually make a second war factory here rather than a fast third supply. He makes a fast third and that gets TNT'd. He is screwed. So there is a truck rush, double truck rush. And there is a flamer out. ExCaL's actually walked a worker over that now, so he knows there's no mines there, and he's seen this flamer out. I think Reznov knows what's up. I think he will have seen this before. ExCaL at the moment isn't collecting at all. There is 3 demo traps in play, though. And this TNT is going to get in, and Reznov, if he knows what's up, he's going to drop down another war factory, because this dozer here is going to get screwed very, very soon. There are 2 units out. But ExCaL's dropped down a sneaky supply over here, actually, which is a bit uncharacteristic. He's dropped down a demo trap here, but this GAT is going to intercept it. Reznov seems to be reacting pretty well, given the situation. Technical here is going to get chased away. I don't know if there's RPGs inside of there or not. I don't think there is. But I think Reznov is considered ahead here, maybe. The one dozer does go down. He's got one other one. ExCaL will now need to go for the hunt. Oh, he's building this. But how many units are in that? There's none. But ExCaL can simply now make a demo bike. You can make a demo bike and just click on that dozer and it's dead. Yeah, here we go. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Demo bike going and looking for the worker. How is he going to go and looking for the dozer, actually? How is he going to protect that dozer? Ooh. It's the GAT instead, but has he got a super tech now? That is the question. I think he might have a super tech. And that dozer's in trouble because the super tech is on the way after it. He really needs to get that kill on the dozer, and Reznov really needs to save it, but he's not going to save it, is he? It's not. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, wow. Both the dozer and the super tech are very, very low. Reznov is on 2 war factories and mines on both of them. Demo bike comes in and hits 2 trucks. Super tech still running around. Kills. Oh, he's got a vet 2 now, so that's going to heal. Lack of a pull there from Reznov, and there's no mines, so ExCaL is able to get away with that step where the mines would have been. Got a Scorpion here now. You imagine that's going to take out at least 1 truck. Reznov. Oh, what is he doing? Sending this dozer out. You know that's your last dozer. You send it aggressive. Loses that dozer. And now, ExCaL just needs to hit the supplies, and he's not able to collect. He's going to kill the trucks here. There are a few units out for Reznov, but this supply is going to go down. There's no trucks here anyway. RPG's getting inside of here, and this whole area here is in danger. There's some units over here. There's 1 Scorpion out. ExCaL is collecting again over here. He's got this supply over here as well. And ExCaL is just looking too good today, I think. Really is just looking too good. Yeah, I think letting ExCaL get a super tech is a huge, huge mistake. Worker there has gone flying. Demo trap has come into play. There's a few Scorpions out now. I think even if you discount, even just the super tech can probably win the game. But even just the Scorpions can probably win the game now. Reznov is in a very bad way. That war factory is low. You've got no buildings in the middle anymore. And yeah, this is definitely looking like a win for ExCaL. If there's a mismatch, it's not a 50-50. GG, well played. Very, very amazing there from ExCaL. 6-0 is the score. Yeah, Rubik in the chat says, how are the cows? I didn't actually check on the cows too many times, did I? To be fair. We've got Reznov in the north with the China Vanilla in the cyan color. Down in the south, we've got China Laser. Sorry, what am I not? China Laser? USA Laser in the purple color for ExCaL. I mean, he's got the stronger army here by far. You have to imagine this is going 7-0. ExCaL is looking super, super on point. And Reznov looking good, but not good enough to take down ExCaL so far. I mean, maybe he's going to mount a massive comeback here. Let's hope. Yeah, for a longer, closer set. So far, we're heading in the 7-0 direction. Got forward supply there from Reznov with a barracks. There is a drone right in this position, so ExCaL knows exactly what's going on. It's going to be War Factory barracks there from Reznov. War Factory barracks also from ExCaL. You're going to imagine it's going to be Rock V's against probably what? Gats and Tank Hunters, or Gats and a Troop Crawler. He's saving 1900 there, so I can see he's spent it on a Troop Crawler. Pretty sure. Adam in the chat says, if you've got another screen with the stream open, can you cheat? You can't cheat because there's like a 2.5 minute, almost 2.5 minute stream delay. So it'll probably distract you more than anything. RPGs here are going to be streaming across the map from Reznov. First V is going to be intercepted and take quite a bit of damage, actually. He takes one more hit. That is going to start moving slowly. There is a 5 ace going up there for ExCaL. ExCaL does like a 5 ace. Likes a Dozer Hunt and a 5 ace. Or a 5 ace spam. Yeah, is the next unit. Troop Crawler making its way across the map. Another barracks being dropped down here. Reznov continuing to pile on the pressure. There is a gap now in the base. And ExCaL probably worry a little bit when he sees that gap. Because, yeah, he's losing HP. Is he pulling it? He is pulling the Chinook. But there is a 5 ace established over here. And there's quite a few Vs out. 3 Vs, 5 Vs in total. And he's not collecting over here right now. But what can this big push here do against that 5 ace? That is the question. It's going to be tough. He's continuing to pour units across the map. Meanwhile, he is making an airfield. There is a gat sneaking in here as well, so ExCaL's not going to be able to collect from here, probably for the next, what, 10 seconds or so until the Vs go there. But if the Vs do move out of position, then this 5 ace here might go down. Reznov is actually taking out one Chinook there. That was the weak one. I think ExCaL had sent it over there to be more safe, but actually found another gap. So V's coming in to defend this. The thing is, yeah, if the V's move out to kill that gap, then this 5 ace is then probably in danger to this big push. But there's plenty of Vs out now for ExCaL. He wants to make his way across the map. And if they just push straight to the base, can Reznov really do anything? There's still a drone here. He doesn't know that there's MiGs yet, and he does have the napalm just now. It's going to have to be a magnificent hit, though, with probably like 2 MiGs at least. Because if ExCaL just press X now and goes straight to the airfield, it is Reznov done, I'm afraid. So 5 Vs do make their way through. He's still got the ambulance. The MiGs are still circling somewhere. I don't know if they're off the map or what, but this massive blob of infantry chasing after these Vs. There's only 1 MiG out, so I don't think this is enough, you know, to take down these Vs. And these Vs are going to take down the power plant here. Do take down the power plant. MiG hits, but one of the missiles actually misses and actually hits his own infantry. MiGs now come in from this side, but the airfield now is being camped. And all the MiGs there are going to go down. These Red Guard here are going to be the first to intercept the Vs, but I think they're going to go down as well. All the MiGs dead. Airfield going to die. This Doze is going to die. I think you say this Doze is going to die as well. ExCaL's still not collecting on his main. He's actually sold that supply, interestingly. I don't think he cares. Reznov still has a war factory. No barracks, though. He has 1 power. But he's taking so much damage here. And ExCaL still has a Dozer, still collecting. laser lock here on these trucks. Is he going to kill one more truck? No, he's not going to kill one more truck. All of these that do get cleared up. But I think the damage has already been done, you know. I really think it has. And ExCaL's on 3,800. Reznov is not low power. He's destroyed 11 units compared to 34 there of ExCaL. This wasn't a perfect supply. His trucks have gone down regardless, though. This dozer might get picked off. The V's now moving into this GAT. GAT switches target, tries to hit the Chinook, but doesn't. Yeah, I don't know why that supply got sold, to be honest. Was that a mistake there from ExCaL? Like, how did that supply die? Still a pilot back here, and there's still a drone here, so ExCaL can see in the majority of the base. But what can Reznov get done with just a China war factory against 5 bases, Vs, 2 supplies, laser? You probably have to say nothing. And ExCal's actually close to level 3. That is going to seal the deal. Just one Pathfinder out will just nail all of this infantry. The only way of breaking through this really is just pure infantry. Just with GATs alone, or outposts or whatever, you're not going to break through. Or just with Red Guard, you're not going to break through. You need those tank hunters. So yeah, looking pretty bad here for Reznov. He's making an outpost and a GAT, but the longer he waits, more fire bases are going to go up here for ExCaL. This GAT obviously went down before, didn't take out another Chinook. I think ExCal's only lost 1 Chinook. So Reznov's actually bringing his trucks now. He's bringing all of his trucks and all of this infantry. Can he get the damage done here that he needs? It's the basically final hurrah, final push here from Reznov. He's taking loads of damage, not only from the Vs, but also these fire-base hits as well. He's bringing the trucks, he's bringing everything, but it really looks like this attack is running out of steam. The GATs come a little bit too far forward. The trucks here are going down. It's just all free XP really for ExCaL, isn't it? If he kills even one more unit, which he just has, he's going to have Pathfinders, and then that inf blob is 100% dead. Reznov is collecting from here at least, but even just one Pathfinder is going to just wreck this. It's just going to be on such a time limit. ExCaL could also make a CC, yeah, make it A10 and hit the buildings and stuff, or he could even go for a base trade. I think whatever ExCaL does here, he has taken the victory. Looks like a flawless performance. Pathfinder out. Reznov now knows that is GG. Yeah, GG is well played. So yeah, was Reznov just underperforming here? He did say a few weeks ago on Discord that he's like tends to be more tired in the week. But then when I played him in round number 1, that was a Monday. Obviously today is a Friday. So I don't really know if that's making much difference or not. I know he only finished work an hour before the set, or is ExCaL just too strong for him, and too active. I think it's that ExCaL just too strong here, and Reznov put up a good fight. I think he might have had a bit of a cold start there. Like the first game with GLA versus China, you would expect he should be able to get that game at least and get the momentum going, but I think he had a bit of a cold start. Just gave ExCaL a bit of confidence. ExCal's fully warmed up because of the games against Fargo. And basically, yeah, that is the tale of the tapes. GG. Well played. I'm just going to update the bracket, actually, and then I will show you the bracket, so who ExCaL might actually fight next. And we actually might have another set tonight between Boyka and ExCaL, potentially, if ExCaL agrees to it. Obviously, that's not the World Series. I'm just updating the bracket, and then I'll show you bracket. Okay. So, if I show you the screen. So yeah, here is the bracket. ExCaL obviously defeats Reznov here in a best of 13. It goes 7-0 up. Very, very nice indeed. Gets himself through to the semi-final, which then he will face off against Vivid or Shay whoever wins that other one. I think they're playing this Sunday, so in 2 days' time. So we're very, very, very close to getting towards the grand final now. Google obviously beat Roll in the other set and the other quarterfinals over there. Size against Fargo. Not quite sure when that's happening. I think it's also this weekend, but I might be wrong. But I think everything's running smoothly. Only 3 disqualifications this World Series, which was Commando, Peace Lover, and Relax. Just because then I think Peace Lover actually bailed out because he was ill. I think that's why his games against my boy weren't overly impressive. Although he got the win there, I thought he was floating a lot of cash. I think he was like floating like 25k at one point. But yeah, Commando and Relax weren't able to play their games, so they are out. So yeah, and that leaves now what? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players remaining. Are they all like favorites who people would have predicted to be in this position? Are there any dark horses through? I'd say probably not, because Size and ExCaL, super well known. You would expect they would be in this position. You've got Fargo, Google, Vivid, and Shay. I think they're all predictable. I suppose Vivid is the biggest newcomer to like the very high level scene over the last like year, but Shay as well over like the last 2 or 3 years or whatever. So yeah, Vivid against Shay, that'll be very interesting. I think if they're both on form, that could be a really epic set. So yeah, let me know who you think is going to win. Who's the favorite in your eyes now after that performance there from ExCaL.